Did you know the government spends over $2 billion each year on goods and services? But how much of it is pumped into Jamaican businesses? Under the Public Procurement Act 2015, your business can be contracted by the government to offer goods and services. Whether you own a construction or electrical company, a clothing store, or even a restaurant, you can easily qualify once the service is requested. Hi, I'm Shakiel Rochester Shorter and welcome to Finance Matters. Today I will be speaking with Mr. Andrei Bennett, Chief Public Procurement Policy Officer here at the Ministry, about how your business can be procured by the government. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow the Ministry of Finance on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn to see all the episodes and highlights. Thank you for joining the show, Mr. Bennett, and welcome. First thing, tell us what is public procurement?
Thanks, Shakiel. Well, public procurement, and you sort of alluded to it in your introduction. The government has a whole range of responsibilities. The government has to supply gases, medical gases to hospitals and provide catering for those who are sick and prisoners and people in school. The government has to build roads and build buildings and so on. And so a good way of thinking about it is the government has maybe one of two choices. Either it could employ all the people and establish factories to do all of that itself, or it could buy those goods, works, or services from people who already do them and do them well. Public procurement then describes government's activity of acquiring goods, works, and services from the economic market. It's really economic activity.
So, say for example, I know a Miss Patsy that procures or she makes masks and the government wants to buy masks. How would the government go about doing that?
Okay, well, first of all, the government, having determined that it needs some masks, would do some homework. It will figure out what kind of masks it needs, the quantities, and how many people are there that can supply these masks. That's called market research.
Okay.
It's done in the first part of procurement. And then the government would publish broadly, depending on the circumstances, and we can get into that, the requirements for these masks. It would say we need X number of masks, and these are the kinds of masks we need, and here's how you can go about getting these masks to us. You must complete a bid form, and we'll give all those forms to you.
What is a bid form?
These are formal offer and acceptance documents that are contained in what you call SBDs, or people call them RFPs, all sorts of convoluted acronyms, right? But just know that what it is government asks you to give a formal offer written in a particular format and standard. And then the government will assess or evaluate your offer and will make a contract award to the firm, business, company that promises to deliver the best masks at the best price.
Okay, awesome. So where and how the government advertise these tenders that are available?
Again, subject to some requirements in terms of different methods. Ordinarily, contracts that are offered for competitive bidding, that is where plenty people and anybody, there's no restriction, will get an opportunity to make an offer to the government. These are published in the newspapers in Jamaica.
So Jamaican Observer and Jamaican Gleaner.
On Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Okay.
And increasingly, and certainly in most cases, there's also a publication on the Government of Jamaica's electronic procurement portal, affectionately called GoJep.
Well, tell us about that portal.
Great. So GoJep is an electronic tool that connects businesses with government in a really seamless and efficient way. And so what it does, it handles all of the processes associated with soliciting offers. That's when the government publishes the call for the offers. It accepts and receives the offers. So no longer do people have to run to drop bids into a bid box, right? Now it's done online.
More efficient.
It's extremely efficient. You can be anywhere in the world and submit the offer. The portal also helps with the evaluation of the offers and the publication of the contract award notices. That's GoJep. It's secure, it's transparent, it's accessible, and it's really, really easy to use.
How do I use the portal? I'm not aware walk me through using the portal.
Right. So the first thing you have to do, you go to the portal www.gojep.gov.jm, and you must register as a supplier.
Okay.
You must create a profile, tell us who you are and a bit about your business. And then you will navigate to the place where all the competition notices are located.
Okay.
And it's easy to find it because it says competition.
Okay.
Right? And you can there see all the relevant competitions. You will click on them, and then you can access the contract documents, which will have the bidding document included. I know these words sound weird, but the more you get used to them, and you can tell Miss Patsy that the more she gets used to them, the easier it will be. And once she gets there, she can read the government's requirements, and then the documents will explain what she must do to submit her offer. So she must submit Form A, Form B, Form C, and Form D.
Okay.
And then also, ordinarily, she will have to submit proof that she is compliant in respect of her payment of taxes, and she's registered with the Public Procurement Commission.
Okay. Is there training available for a said person like Ms. Patsy? Would there be training?
Absolutely. So the Office of Public Procurement Policy, which I have the privilege to lead, has constant supplier and procuring entity training opportunities. What you need to do is contact us, and we will arrange some
training
for you. Yeah,
okay.
And we also offer hand-holding sessions where in live bids we will give you assistance in uploading your offer as a supplier to government, and we will help you to diagnose issues that arise.
So you'd walk Miss Patsy and myself and any Jamaican who is interested in, being
a supplier. Absolutely.
Yes, in being a supplier.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
All right. So where can we find more information?
Well, you can find information about GoJep on the same website, www.gojep.gov.jm. But in general about public procurement in Jamaica, you can also find information on our website, which is www.procureja.gov.jm. It's a fantastic tool. It has a whole host of resources for both procuring entities and for suppliers, and we're going to keep putting more resources on it to make sure that the process of contracting with the government gets easier and easier and more efficient.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bennett, for coming on our show today and telling us all about the Office of the Public Procurement Policy. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Finance Matters. Remember to follow us on social media at MOF Jamaica, and tune in next week as we continue to demystify the economic and fiscal policies and initiatives implemented by the government to empower Jamaicans as we chart a path to Jamaica's economic prosperity.
Outfit for the Host was sponsored by Fashion 911 Limited, located at 16 Windsor Avenue, Kingston 5. Visit fashion911.com and follow them on social media at fashion911_JA.